Hey everyone, it's Scott Poland here with Chestnut Park. I wanted to put together today's video to tie in with our neighborhood sales emails that go out at the beginning of each month. But I want to go into more detail as to why I think over the next 8 to 12 weeks would be a fantastic time for you to buy a home if you're sitting on the fence. I'm going to share my screen here with you, and you're going to see that I have a Stats Canada comment here. Our population is upwards in around the 41 million people now. It wasn't that long ago that we sat around 32 to 36 million, but our population is growing. Immigration is a huge part of that. I know we have an aging population, and this is why they've increased immigration is to bring more people in. But they're definitely replacing people that have passed in our country with more people. So our population is ever growing. Now, I bring this up because we always are talking about building more homes. Now, we weren't building enough homes when our population was 32 million to 36 million, and now we're at 41 million and we're not building enough homes. According to the National Post, we need an additional 4 million housing units to bring affordability back to where it was about 20 years ago. So that's not going to happen. I'm going to go and I'm going to show you the next slide, but we're not building near as many houses as we need. So this is the last 3 years, and historically, this is where Canada kind of lands as far as housing starts. So we've actually decreased. So our politicians are always saying they're building more homes, but this is the actual facts. We are now expected to land around 232,000 units here across the board in Canada. So that's nowhere near what we need as far as bringing our values down. So don't expect our real estate prices to drop very much. There may be a bit of a drop over the next 8 to 12 weeks. That's why I think it's important for buyers to pay attention to the market. So we're not building enough houses. We have more people coming into a country that are passing. I'm sorry to be morbid, but that's the truth. And according to Benjamin Tao, who is the deputy chief economist for CIBC, the third point is the one I want to highlight here. The baby boomers and the boomers' parents, which is called the silent generation, are transferring their wealth. Now, the silent generation was the generation that their kids, the baby boomers, would inherit the money after they have passed through the process of a will. Now, the baby boomers are looking at life a little different. They believe in living inheritance. There's a lot more money being transferred for down payments for first-time home buyers, helping out their kids, their grandkids, their great-grandkids, maybe in some situations. So there's upwards to almost $85 trillion that's going to change hands in just over 20 years, according to Benjamin Tao. So we're not building enough houses, and now there's an extreme amount of wealth being transferred. So there's going to be buyers with money. So if the buyers have money, then the prices of real estate will not decline. And then my next slide, I wanted to talk about. Actually, first I want to go to here. Actually, no, I don't. We talked about housing starts. So I just want to bring it. Sorry, just want to bring it a little bit more local now. So here in Guelph, homes for sale in Guelph, you can see our inventory is building over the last couple of years. This is based on September's numbers. So we've seen a pretty substantial increase of 37.5% in inventory. Now, for you being in Guelph, like myself, if you've always watched the market, this numbers probably sounds like, oh my God, the market's flooded with real estate and prices are going to crash. But in actuality, our prices are staying very stable. There's actually been a slight growth year over year in September. As you can see, our median sale price is almost at 790,000. Now, this is across all styles of homes. So our prices are staying stable. Inventory is slowly building, which typically should push prices down a little bit. But the reason why it's not is because houses are still selling relatively quick, median days on market. So we're up around 20. So there hasn't been a massive change over the last 3 years as far as days on market. But the one thing that we're starting to see is our inventory. So our months of supply is how we measure how the market's actually doing. So this is 3.3 months of inventory. So if no home hits the market, in 3.3 months, all the houses will be gone. So this is showing us that we are leaving the seller's market. We're moving into a balanced market, but we are actually not in a strong buyer's market quite yet. Now, I do think the announcement from last week with the mortgage changes, interest rates coming down, things like that, I think the interest rates coming down obviously was great. That builds buyer confidence. People are more confident in the idea that interest rates are moving the right direction. Now, with the announcement that's coming into effect, the rules that are coming into effect December 15th, with the amortization stretching from 25 to now 30 years and the insured mortgage stretching from $1 million to 1.5 million. I don't think the second part's going to have a massive impact, but I do think the 25-year bumped up to 30-year is definitely going to impact a lot of people, and it's going to make houses a bit more affordable. So if you actually do the calculations, stretching out a mortgage for another 5 years could save you $300, $400, $500 a month on your payment. So it'll just allows things to be a little bit more affordable. So if you are a buyer, I would highly, highly recommend watching this market very, very closely. If a house hits the market and it actually works really well for your situation, your family, whatever it may be, I would get very serious, because as of December 15th, when these mortgage rules do come into effect, and it's after the next rate decrease, which is third week in October, which it sounds like it might even be half a point, so 50 basis points. We might have a drop for the Bank of Canada. So there's going to be a lot of pent-up demand. There's going to be a lot of buyers that are currently sitting on the fence because they're waiting for this new mortgage rule to come into place. But if you secure a home today, so it's early October, and you have a 90-day closing that puts you into January, that's gonna apply to you regardless. So have a conversation with your mortgage agent. Make sure you have all the information needed to make a decision. But if you were to find a home today, I wouldn't hesitate, because I believe if we do have another interest rate drop in February, just before the spring market, I seriously believe that we will have a huge, not huge, but a very active spring market. So there's going to be a lot more competition. It's going to drive the prices up. We may be back into holding offers, things like that. So buyers, watch this market. If you have any questions about your particular situation, reach out. Our team's happy to help guide you through this process. Sorry, this is very long-winded. I just went to a couple conferences. I wanted to distill down the information and provide it to you so you can make an educated decision. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.